Hey all the gamers, this is Jack here. Have a Guild Wars 2 video for you today. This one is going to be showcasing the warrior in PvP. As you'll probably see, I am not very good with the warrior. I only had a few hours to play with him, so yep, I don't know, just kind of spam skills, see what happens. And I'm using the Greatsword and the hammer, and I found those to be really great DPS. And then yeah, let's just get into it. So I found the hammer is pretty good for doing interrupts and stuns, and what I just did right there, I went into Juggernaut mode, which makes me gives me like twice the hit points and then a bunch of AoE stuns and such, but I was still pretty squishy. Knock that guy down. I think that's a warrior using dual maces, or maybe a guardian. Can't really tell. Nope, warrior. And so with the Greatsword, the skill I'm using right there is called, what is that? 100 Blades. And it does a lot of DPS, but you got to make sure your enemies stay still in front of you. And there I just use the heal. The warriors get a pretty big heal. And that spinning whirlwind attack is, it does, it's a big whirlwind that spins and does AoE to everybody in front of you. I find the mechanic really interesting where you have to choose whether you want to finish off a player or go help out your teammates. Like I chose to finish off that guy, which allowed this thief to kill my friend. He dropped some caltrops there, so now I'm going to be bleeding and taking damage. This hammer is really good for interrupts. It is not as good DPS as the Greatsword. See, I should be popping my heal, but I forgot about it. And I should definitely be dodging out of those red circles. But again, I think I forgot about it. And now I die. So this elementalist I'm fighting is using a staff, I believe, because he's dropping a lot of those little AoEs. So yeah, my favorite weapon was a Greatsword just because it does good DPS. And right there I just threw my sword. What that does is it'll kind of boomerang out to them and come back to you, dealing damage, and it also cripples them. So it'll slow them down. So warriors, they have quite a few different abilities you can use to close in and stay up with enemies. So getting kited isn't really a big problem. And see right there, that guy stood still for the 100 blades and it took out a huge chunk of his life. And something I'm forgetting to do a lot is use my F1 skill. With the Greatsword and the hammer, they both do different things. The hammer is a jumping attack, kind of like the Barbarian's jumping leap in Diablo 3. And the Greatsword is just a big DPS attack, which I am completely wasting in this entire video. There I just went Juggernaut mode again, so I'm throwing rocks at him, punching him. Juggernaut really is a lot of good interrupts. I think it's probably best to use when you're in a big group of people and you want to just knock everyone around for your friends to finish them off. It doesn't seem to do that great of DPS. And right there I should definitely not have stood in that big circle. So whenever you see big red circles of somebody charging up a skill, you either want to interrupt them or use your dodge and get the hell out of there. And here's your healthy tip for this video. This is just going to be a quote. I'll just let you read it because whenever I read a quote it sounds just stupid. But this is from the book Mega Living. I'll link to it in the description. And it's a really wonderful little book filled with just little quotes like this that will just get you thinking and get you inspired and break you out of the monotony of the day. If there was ever a secret to happiness or success, I think that quote is it. If we're living our lives with the thought that whenever we accomplish this, then we'll be happy, whenever we accomplish that, then we'll feel successful, then most likely you're going to live your whole life never actually feeling successful or happy, but just going from one thing to the next, always with the expectation that you know, when you do this one thing, when I finally graduate, when I get this job, when I get this girl, then I'll feel happy, then I'll feel successful. But I think what you'll find with that mentality is that none of the things really satisfy you like you imagine they will in your mind when you start to undertake them. And what you'll find is you'll just constantly search for new things to try to reach that feeling of success and happiness. So then the question becomes, well, how do you become content or feel happy or successful with what you have now? And that's a pretty big topic, but I found one of the simplest ways to do that is to just repeat a mantra in your head. You know, I am happy, I'm successful. Just repeat that day after day, and it really is amazing how how your state kind of follows your mind and your thoughts. Well, anyways, I've rambled on for long enough. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe and share via your social media, and let me know what other videos you want to see. I think I'll be playing some League of Legends and maybe leveling up a Witch Doctor for Diablo 3. Just waiting on Guild Wars 2 to release. So I hope everybody has a great day, and thanks for watching.